In this video, I will tell you about finding distance, radius, angle, and coordinates from the simple Autocad geometries. And for that, I will use this simple 2D drawing. Now here in this drawing, we have the circle, arc, simple lines, and also the slant line. And we will find different properties of this geometry using the inquiry commands. The inquiry commands are simply the commands which can be used to find these values, and you can find those commands here on the utilities panel. So go to this utilities panel, and here you will see this flyout. From this flyout, select the distance option first. So you can also start this distance tool from the DI command. Now once the command is active, click on the first point from where you want to start distance measurement, and in this case we want to start distance measurement from this point. Now click on the end point, which is this one in this case, and we have our results over the command line. Now expand this command line, and here you'll see that the distance is 28 units. Also, the angle in XY plane is 35 units. That means the angle which this inclined line is making with respect to the positive side of x-axis. So if a line is drawn here in a completely horizontal way, then the angle which this line is making with that line is 35 units. Also, we have some additional values like the delta value, the delta x, y, and z. So that simply means that the coordinate value of the final point when subtracted with the coordinate of the initial point will have this result. So the x coordinate of this point minus x coordinate of this point will be 22.9363 unit. Similarly, the y coordinate of this point minus y coordinate of this point will be of this value. Now to exit this command, simply press escape key. In a similar way, you can use other options of this flyout to find other values. For example, here we have the radius. Select the radius and now select an arc or circle. So here we have the circle. Let's click on it, and we have the radius, and not only the radius, we also have the diameter of this circle. Similarly, you can repeat the radius tool simply by selecting the radius option from the command line here also. And now click on this arc, and the radius is 6 unit, the diameter is 12 unit for this arc. So let's now press escape key to get back to the geometry, and now we'll go to the utilities panel and select the remaining options. So the next option is angle. Now when you want to find only the angle of any line, then you can select this command. Now in this case, you can select the geometry, and I'm selecting this line, and select the second line or the second geometry with respect to which you want to find the angle. So I'll select this one, and now the angle in between these two geometries is 125 degrees as mentioned here. So the included angle on this side, the smaller side, will be 125 degrees. Now let's repeat it once again. So I'll select this angle. Now I'll select this line, and I'll click on this line, and here in this case the included angle here will be 145 degrees. So in this way, you can find angle between other geometries as well. Now using the inquiry commands, you can also find the coordinate values of any geometry. For example, in this case, we don't know the coordinate of the center of this circle, and if you want to find that out, simply go to the utilities panel and select this ID point option. You can also use its command equivalent, which is ID, and now click at the point for which you want to find the coordinates. So click here, and now here we have the coordinate value, the x value, the y value, and obviously the z value will be 0 as we are dealing with x and y axis only in this case. So in this way, you can find distance, radius, angle, and coordinate values of any geometry using the inquiry tools.